So hello beautiful people, welcome back to Simply Carolyn. Tonight I'm actually trying to get my hair braided down so I can install some crochet braids, some twists. So I have 8 across the top and then I have them connected to make 4 braids, and then the back I'm just going to cornrow 4 braids back. So y'all, I'm not good at cornrowing my own hair, so I saw another young lady on YouTube. She did some just parted the sections and added some rubber bands, so I'm using the rubber band method. I got the front part already done, and this is the Marley braiding hair. I like to use this kind of hair because it's a little bit coarse and easier to grip. My hair is soft and fine and thin, and y'all, I have to put some actual hair in it to help it be thick enough to actually add the crochet onto it. So right here, I'm just taking the hair out of the pack and getting ready to, I'm going to need 4 strands of this Marley hair in order to crochet, in order to actually braid my hair down in the back. The top is actually finished and you can see just how thin it is. And like I said, I used the rubber band method and some of my rubber bands popped. I could feel them pop in my hair. I think I had a little too much oil on them, but they advise you to oil it so that it doesn't make your hair come out, or you know, you want to keep your hair as moist as possible. So what I'm doing here is just parting the back. I'm going, like I said, I'm going to do 4 braids down the back. And my hair will grow, but it's so thin, y'all. And I take blood pressure medicine, so I think that has a lot to do with it. I'm going to take the rest of the hair that I parted, or what I'm not going to be working with, and I have a clip. I'm just going to clip it down and just unclip it as I need to part me another section. So it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing. Well, I actually can't see what I'm doing in the back, so I'm going to use my African Pride hair grease here. I'm going to use that to grease my scalp. Anytime you do a protective style, you need to grease your scalp. Keep your hair as moisturized as possible. I didn't use a leave-in. I'm just using my African Pride hair grease, and I'm also using some of the Shine, what do you call it? It's the gel, Shine gel, in the purple bottle. So I'm making sure that I add some of the moisturizer. This is the Shine Jam that I'm using. Helps keep those edges laid down, and it helps with gripping of your hair as well. So I'm just going to put some like on the back, where the old folks used to call it your kitchen area. So I'm just putting some in the back, just kind of smoothing my hair out a little bit before I actually start cornrowing it down. Now the back I can cornrow, but the front I didn't want to add hair to it to make it more bulky. So this is one of the strands of the Marley hair. It's quite long, and I should have clipped the ends on it when I started cornrowing so it wouldn't tangle, but I didn't think to do that on this one. But you will see me do that on, I think further down into my braid I actually start clipping the ends because it started getting tangled on me. So this is the hair that I'm adding in, and all I'm doing is just adding it right at the beginning of where I start braiding. It's taking me a little minute to get everything gripped. Yo, I'm telling you, I don't know about for anybody else, but it's hard for me to try to braid my own hair. But you know what? The money they charge in a salon, honey, I will work with it until I can get what I need or get what I want. It's not too bad. It's just, I don't know, I have arthritis in my joints, so holding my hand up that a lot really makes the pain come in. But guess what? Beauty hurts sometimes. I know y'all probably heard that saying before. So I'm just going to continue to braid it down here. You guys are having an amazing evening. I just got off work, so y'all excuse how I'm looking. I got off work and started doing this right away. And see right here, you can tell where it was getting tangled on me. And I'm going to end up having to just kind of flip the ends a little bit just to get it untangled. That's another thing that's not fun when you're actually trying to braid. So here's where I'm clipping it to loosen it up on the end, because it's sealed on the ends. And I guess if you're going to use, you can use that type of hair for twist as well. So I guess they have it sealed so you won't have to worry about it coming loose. But for the purposes of what I'm using it for, I don't need that end sealed. So as you can see, once I get it clipped, then I can braid a little bit, you know, more freely. And what I'll do is braid it all the way to the end and clip it to the length that I need it. There you go. You see me clipping it there. I'm not going to leave it that long. When I run out of the third strand, then I'll clip it at that end of that third strand. That's how I normally do. You know, you have to have 3 strands to do a cornrow. So once I get to the end of one of my 3 strands, then I'll just go ahead and clip it off. And there you go. I like this hair, but it does get tangled easily. So, but for all purposes intended, it works for what I need it to work for. When I first discovered the twist, the Senegalese twist, or however you pronounce it, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I attempted, I looked at a couple of videos and I'm like, yeah, I can do that, honey. Baby, let me tell you. It was not easy to catch on to that. So I said, well, you know what? I'll just order some that are already twist, and you can crochet in and make it easy on myself. And here I'm just making sure that I got all of my hair incorporated.
I'm in the kitchen. I'm doing a video doing my hair.
So there you go.
Turn
So I'm
that
just gonna
down.
let that one hang, and then I'm gonna start on my next one. And all I'm doing is just gonna braid them all the way back to create the 4 braids my connector braids in the back. And I'm telling you, y'all, when I'm doing someone else's hair, it doesn't take as long because I can actually see what I'm doing. And I don't do other people's hair much because, like I said, I have arthritis in my shoulders, and I can't, and my fingers sometimes they cramp up, so I just can't do it like I used to. But I dabble in it for myself, just because I am not going to pay somebody else to do what I can do myself. And most times when somebody else do it, you may not, well, I won't say most times, but sometimes you pay good money to have your hair done, and it doesn't even turn out the way you like it. So I know what I like, so I try to stick with what I know. Now, I've had my hair done by the Africans in Florence, South Carolina, and they do a really, really, really good job. But I'm not trying to give up $200 right now. So, and then you have to sit for a long time, y'all. When I go to the Africans and get my hair done, it's an all-day event for me. So I haven't been in I don't know, about 2, maybe going on 3 years now. And especially with COVID, I haven't gone up there. But I don't know, for my wedding anniversary, I may go and get some jumbo braids done. That won't take as long as the box braids. And one time I had the what do you call it, the micro braids done. Oh my God, that was a long day, but it was very pretty at the end, and it lasted a while. So yep, I'm just continuing my braid pattern here. I may not be the best with adding in hair, but I can get it in for the purposes that I need it to be. So that's all that matters. And the main thing is to make sure that it lays flat. And here I'm having, my arms are tired, so I'm kind of leaning down, giving my arms some rest here, giving it a break till I can get it down, cornrow down a little bit further on the end, and then I'll be able to handle it better. But I actually love cornrows. It's a pretty pattern. Once you learn how to do it, it's a beautiful pattern. I learned playing with my doll babies when I was little. I started out cornrowing their hair or trying to cornrow it, and that's how I learned how to do it. Trial and error, honey. And here I am, 53 years old today, and I still know how to cornrow. I'm just not good at doing my hair because my hair is really, really thin. Excuse the facial expressions. My arms are hurting, so it's showing in my face. And I do have a mirror there in front of me that I keep looking to make sure that I'm not leaving out anything. And for me, the hardest part is just getting it braided down. And right in that, I think it was that third braid, my rubber band popped, or no, it didn't pop. One piece of the braid, I guess I tugged on it a little bit too much and I pulled it out of the rubber band. Yeah, so I had to figure out a way because it was already braided down in the back and it just came out like right at the front. So what I had to do was figure out a way to get it anchored back in. So what I ended up doing was taking my crochet needle and pulling the hair that was loose up under the braid, and then I doubled 2 rubber bands and put on that and tucked it under so that when I did put the crochet on it, it just covered the rubber band, but it was still anchored. So that worked out. I'm telling you, you have to be creative when you start doing stuff like this because anything could happen to mess you up. And I'm just showing you here where when I ran out of that third braid that I cut it off right there at that end. And that's a little bit thicker. The braid itself is a little bit thicker than I want it to be, but it's okay because it'll be tucked in the, in the back, so no one will be seeing it, and the braiding hair will be over the top of it. So here is where I actually started cutting the end off of it, so that it wouldn't tangle up on me. I learned from those first 2. So now here I am, and this is the one that actually came loose, y'all. That third one there, because I have, 8 going across the top. But what I did, because my hair is so thin, I joined both of them together to make 4 actual braids instead of 8. I mean, it was 8 there, but I kind of joined them together so it'll be a little bit thicker. So here I'm just parting this out, and then I'm going to twist it up to get it out of my way here. And it doesn't have to be, your parts don't have to be really, really straight, because after all, they're not going to be showing. They're just there to help anchor the hair and make sure that you have something to attach the hair to. And there's so many different individual styles that you can use with crochet braids. And I'm putting a clip on that to hold that in. There's so many styles of hair and so many styles of hairstyles that you can use. So if you need some creativity, check out the videos on YouTube. There's several out there. And I actually, when I started doing crochet braids, I actually watched quite a few videos and just learned different techniques, you know. If one way don't work for you, you can always use another. So like I said, once I get these last 2 here in the front, then I will start installing the actual hair. And I was surprised it really didn't take me as long as I thought it would. So I kind of surprised myself tonight, because what I was going to do in the beginning, I was just going to get my braid pattern, you know, together, get everything braided down, and then tomorrow I was going to go ahead and actually install the hair. But since it didn't take me as long as I thought it would, and when I got done, it was still kind of early, I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and start the install. So I don't want to have to be bothered with combing hair. Even though I work from home, if I have an appointment or something I need to go to, I don't want to be bothered with trying to comb my hair. And the weather's starting to warm up. I don't want to put no wig on. So, yeah. I'll throw me in a protective style in a minute, honey. And like I said, there's several out there. I have some more loose crochet hair. It's purple, one of my favorite colors. And I think I'm going to, I don't know, I might install that once I take these braids down. But I'll have these in there, I'm sure, a couple of months, hopefully, or at least a month and a half. Gotta get my money's worth because my hair locks so fast and I don't want to take the chance of pulling out the little bit I do have. So, and they're not meant. I know one time I left my protective style in, I think it was 3 months, maybe even 4, and that was a horrible mistake, y'all. So much of my hair came out, and I knew it was growing because, you know, like when you get your hair braided, it's tighter or closer to your scalp. These were lifting up, so I knew I had left it in there longer than what I should have, but being lazy and just not really wanting to be bothered with combing my hair. But I stopped doing that because, like I said, I need the little bit of hair I got. I want to try to keep it. And if you look at my hair, you can tell that it's thin. And I never had issues with my hair being thin until I started taking blood pressure medicine. And I think it was a nurse that I used to work with. She let me know that blood pressure medicine will thin your hair. So, such is life. So I'm finishing up this 3rd braid, and once I get this 4th one done and tucked under, then I will go ahead and start with the install. Wish I could have gotten a closer view for y'all, but I'm just dealing with what I have here. Excuse me. So I'm showing you there where I'm going to cut it right there where that 3rd one has already run out. And now let's get this last one done. I was actually surprised at how quickly I was able to get it done. It may have taken me maybe a good 20 minutes to get it all braided down. And of course my husband, he just gotten up and was making noise. It's like nobody never needs, I can be in, somewhere in the house doing something. As soon as I start doing something, then everybody come out. My mom, she kept coming, walking back and forth looking, and I'm like, oh my goodness. My son, he came in and I kept telling him, y'all, I'm recording. I told my husband I'm recording. He had the TV up, so I don't know. And even the cat, y'all, the cat was standing there watching, so maybe he was fascinated. But my family know I do my hair a lot, so that shouldn't have been nothing, strange. But most times I do it in my bedroom, but my lighting isn't all that good back there, so I decided to come out in the house where the light was a lot better. Then my phone started ringing. It was my sister. She was calling. I said, well. Nothing ever goes crazy until you turn the camera on. But anyhow, I was able to go ahead and push through it. So let's get this last braid going. And I'm just really surprised at how good I was able to get this hair in and get it all anchored. That really surprised me. It normally frustrates me more than anything because I have a hard time trying to get the braid started, and well, especially when I'm using add-in hair. So I haven't always used the add-in hair, but because of the thinness of my hair now, I have to. And that really is more to protect your hair than anything, so that the tension won't be on your, on your natural hair, because you have that other hair added into there. So more of the tension is on that than on your own hair. Got to rest my arms again. It's more my shoulders than anything, y'all. In the joints is where I have arthritis, and I know sometimes it's really, really bad to the point I can barely lift my arm up sometimes. But you got to keep pushing forward. No matter what life throw at you, you can't give up. Got to keep pushing through it. And I do take anti-inflammatory every day, but sometimes it doesn't even do any good, and maybe because I've been taking it for a while. Right here I'm showing you that I'm anchoring it to this last braid here, and that's actually going to be my third strand that I'll be working with. But yeah, when it's cloudy, that little bit of NSAID that I take, doesn't even do no good. I still have breakthrough pain. So sometimes I use the pain patch that you get out the store. You can get them for $1, and they're pretty big, so you can cut them and use as much or as less as you want. Here I had to turn it off because the phone was ringing, so I completed it, and now I'm just turning around to the back. I'm trying to use my mirror to make sure you can see. As you can see, I didn't do a very good job at showing you how it looked, but I got it all in there. And so now I'm getting ready to start the install. And I'm showing you that I have 8 braids across the front. And then there's 4 in the back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's 4 anchor braids in the back. Now I'm getting ready to start opening my hair. And I think I had to pause my camera again because I was trying to show you the name of that, but you can't see it. But I got the hair from Amazon. It's pre-twisted braiding hair. Oh, not braiding hair, crocheting hair. And as I was opening that up, my mom, she came up, so I just had to kind of cut the camera back off. And these tools, I have so many of these crochet needles. I was showing you that I had one that I was using, but I have so many of them because when you buy the crochet hair, most times they'll send you some type of little gift inside, and mine was some of the accents and another crochet needle. And I didn't even use that needle because I still have one that I always use. I got plenty of them here. And this is what the hair looks like coming right out of the pack. I'm showing you that it's pre-looped, and all you got to do is just kind of open it, just twist it to open it up, because sometimes it's twisted really, really tight, and you have to loosen it up just a little to get your finger in there to pull the end of your braid in. And this is my hook, little crochet hook. And I think what had me right here was that I put the hook in with the mouth open, and I really should have put it in with it closed so it don't snag your hair. And I'm just showing how you actually put it in there. Trying to get down close so you can see. You just put it under your rubber band or your braid, whichever one you have. And see, I was having a problem trying to get that to come through because I didn't insert my needle the right way. And I actually turned my camera off because I had someone walking up talking to me. So now I'm back, and I'm trying to, and see, that time I didn't open my hook, and I'm pushing it in through the bottom instead of the top. And that makes a difference as to where your knot is going to be. Well, not necessarily your knot, but whenever you pull it, to your scalp, you need to make sure that it lays down flat. So if you put it in one way, like I was trying to put it in through the top down to the bottom, if that doesn't work out for you, try the other way. But try to go under your rubber band or your braid, so that when you pull the hair through, it's going to cover that rubber band. You don't want your rubber bands to be showing. Even though they're black, you don't want them to be showing. So make sure when you pull that hair through to make that little covering, that it is covering that rubber band. And there we go. Got my first one in. So now I'm going back. I think I tried it both ways. And I'm showing you here that the latch hook is actually closed. Make sure it's closed, y'all, or it will snag your hair and pop some of your hair out. And I didn't show myself installing very much of it because I had interruption after interruption. So I'm just showing you here how you open up that hair. And once you get your needle in, then you push the little tab that you close down. You push that down once you get your hair in the hook, and then you just pull it on through. It's quite simple. It is quite simple. Like I said, the hardest thing for me is actually getting my hair braided down or anchored down. But once I get that done, I can actually get the hair installed pretty quickly. And there you can see where I open up that the little loop, pre-loop, and you just make sure that you push it up tight so that it don't ravel loose. And I'm sorry y'all, I had to keep turning it off and on because I kept getting interruption. My sister, first she called and then she was outside blowing the horn, and oh, it was a mess. So I'm just showing you there how it's looking, and just make sure that it's laying flat. So I'm just going to continue on installing the hair. There I am opening the loop again. You have to open it wide enough that you can get your fingers through. Some people take their crochet needle and just grab it through like that, but I don't like doing it because sometimes you can snag your hair that you're installing and then that makes it fuzzy. So I just take my time and open it with my actual finger. Making sure that that hook is closed and it goes right through. Excuse the terrible faces I'm making because I'm tender-headed, y'all. Here we go. See, I'm opening that loop. Open the hook, close your hook, and then pull it through. That's all it is. Then once you get it pulled through, take your needle out, your hook out, open it up enough so that you can get the other end. You can grab the other end of the hair, pull it right on through, then push it up so that you can secure it. That's all it takes. It's quite easy, but it does take time. And see how that one was standing, you know, kind of cocked up a little bit. I had to make sure that I anchor it down right. So there you go. And right away, I knew I was going to have to pull this hair back, y'all, because I can't stand having hair on my neck. It makes me hot. So, yep, I was just taking my time and doing the install. I actually love doing this type of install. I have some straight hair that I bought to do an install, and I never got a chance to do it. I brought it before we moved here, so probably when the weather gets cool I'll probably install that, but I can't stand that hot hair this time of year. I just can't do it. In the wintertime it feels good because it, you know, it's covering your head, keeping the wind off you, but I can't take it in the summertime. And like I said, I had 6 packs and I used 5 out of my 6 packs. I really like the hair. I thought it was going to be, I actually ordered, what I was trying to order was jumbo, and that's like, this is what they sent me. So, and I've seen some bigger than this, but I don't know if they make them pre-looped or not with the bigger ones. But I really like this hair, y'all, and it's going to turn out beautiful. And see, you can tell it's a little bulky, so you have to be careful when you install and make sure that it's laying down. And don't put too much. And here, this is, you know, I had to go off camera from interruption. So right here, I'm just showing you how much I have in it so far. And I got it pulled over to the side because I got the majority of the front done. Had to pull it over to the side so that I can see what I was doing.
All right,
on this
family,
other
so
side
here is my finished look, and I just pulled it up because it is a lot of hair.
So the back, I didn't add a whole lot.
I used 5 out of 6 packs, and this is supposed to be 18 inches.
And here I'm on this segment I'm talking, so I'm going to stop my recording.
Anyway,
hope you guys can see it pretty good. I like it. It's not heavy at all. Just have to keep these edges slayed, and I just have a comb pulled back. I cannot stand to have hair in my face or on my neck, and I always end up with these long
braids or twists. But I'm going to spin around and see if I can let you guys see how the back of it look. I hope you'll be able to see it. Let me grab my mirror. This is what it's looking like in the back, and I hope you guys can see this. I can't see my actual camera to see what you see. But anyway, I hope you like it. I hope you like this little video. And y'all, I apologize. I had to do most of my install off camera because my family, they never seem to come around until I'm trying to do something. Even the cat was watching me do my hair. Most times I do it in my bedroom, but the lighting is so dim back there, I decided to come up front in here and do it. But yeah, I really like it. I got this hair from Amazon, and yeah, I like it. So if you like this video and like to see me do more videos, and like I said, I have some jewelry pieces. I might put them in, I might not, I don't know. But for now, it's done, and I'll probably keep this a couple of months. I can't keep it long because, y'all, my hair is thin and it's really soft, and it will lock very quickly. Why it locks like that, I don't know. Maybe it's just the texture of my hair. But anyway, I enjoy doing this, and I wish I could have shown you. I showed you the technique, and the main thing for me was trying to get my braids done. Well, I didn't really use braids. I saw the method that I used on YouTube from another YouTuber, and she used the rubber band method and just parted it in sections so that you know, and she was doing that for people that have a hard time braiding. Now, I can braid, but just not my hair. So, and I have to, and you saw me use the Marley hair because my hair is thin. So I use something to help anchor it. So that's what I use. I usually get some braiding hair, and I get the Marley hair because I don't know, I just like the way that braids. So, but yeah, so it's kind of late, and I was gonna, you know, show you some different styles you could wear with it, but it's getting late, y'all, because I started doing this right after I got off work. So anyway, I thank you guys for stopping in. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And like I said, if you'd like to see me do more of these videos or tutorials, but I will be more in depth, and I may have to just do it in my bedroom where I can get some peace and quiet. But anyway, thank you for stopping by. If you're not already a member of my family, Simply Carolyn family, what are you waiting for? You know, I'll be glad to have you. So give this video a thumbs up because it lets YouTube know that other people are looking or watching, and it will suggest it out to other viewers. And hit the notification bell, check all, so that you are aware each time I upload a new video. I love you guys with the love of Jesus. Y'all stay safe and stay blessed. Good night.